In the ancient tales of seekers wandering through shadowed forests, warriors facing unyielding storms, and healers mending broken spirits, we find the essence of Napoleon Hill's profound wisdom. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Picture the seeker, lost in the wilderness, their path obscured by thorns and doubts, yet driven by an inner fire to uncover hidden treasures. Like the warrior, who stands battered but unbroken after fierce battles, we too can transform our struggles into sources of unshakable strength. And the healer, with gentle hands that turn wounds into wisdom, reminds us that even the deepest heartaches hold the potential for profound renewal. This isn't just ancient lore. It's a call to action in our modern lives, where adversity often strikes like a sudden storm, leaving us reeling in defeat and self-doubt. Think of someone who loses their job unexpectedly, feeling paralyzed by fear, their dreams shattered, and confidence eroded. In that moment, stagnation sets in, as the weight of failure whispers lies of unworthiness and endless struggle. Yet, these emotional battles are universal, touching us all, whether it's a failed relationship that leaves the heart aching or a business venture that crumbles under pressure. We endure these hardships, but merely surviving isn't enough. We must shift our perspective to unearth the seeds of benefit buried within. Ignoring this principle traps us in a cycle of negativity, where each setback reinforces our fears, dimming the light of potential growth. So, why do so many of us fail to see the hidden opportunities in our struggles, allowing adversity to define us rather than propel us forward? Often, we're waiting for motivation to strike like lightning, believing we must feel healed or ready before we act. After a business setback, for instance, we might sit idle, hoping for a sign of hope to appear, only to find that delay deepens the heartache. This misconception, that external validation or perfect timing will spark our journey, keeps us rooted in place, like a seed never planted. Indecision amplifies the burden, as we overanalyze our pain instead of committing to growth, turning a temporary failure into prolonged stagnation. Consider someone grieving a lost relationship, hesitating to reflect on lessons learned, their fear of more hurt freezing them in time. Fear and uncertainty creep in, magnifying every whisper of doubt into a roar, making adversities seem like insurmountable walls. Drawing from Hill's principles, think of an inventor facing rejection after rejection, their anxiety about failure leading to inevitable defeat if left unchecked. These barriers feel permanent, but they don't have to be. The good news is that you can begin turning them into benefits today. The power of action lies in its ability to plant and nurture that hidden seed, even when everything feels imperfect and overwhelming. Imagine someone turning a job loss into a career pivot by immediately updating their resume, a simple step that uncovers new opportunities and skills. Action creates energy, cutting through the fog of defeat and revealing paths you never noticed before. It's not about waiting for clarity. It's about moving forward, one step at a time, to transform failure into a catalyst for growth. Building decisiveness means making firm choices without delay, like committing to journal about a heartache to extract its lessons. Try this practical tip. Set a 24-hour rule for responding to setbacks, forcing yourself to act swiftly and build confidence along the way. Each decision you make plants another seed, turning passive endurance into active progress. Now, practice the first step, right here, right now. Identify a small, manageable task related to your adversity. If you're dealing with a failure, pause and reflect on one lesson learned, then outline your next move to nurture that seed of benefit. Don't just listen. Engage, take that action today, and feel the momentum build as you step into your own story of resilience. Facing fear head on is the key to diminishing its hold as proactive engagement exposes its irrationality and uncovers growth opportunities. Hill's philosophy teaches that fear erodes faster through experience than through endless preparation, like an athlete recovering from an injury by training again. Each time you confront your doubts, you chip away at their power, revealing new strengths you didn't know you possessed. Learning through failure isn't about avoiding pain. It's about embracing it as a teacher, turning heartaches into stepping stones. Take Thomas Edison, whose thousands of failed experiments weren't defeats, but essential lessons leading to the light bulb's invention. In your own life, reframe setbacks as feedback, allowing each one to carry you closer to mastery and greater benefits. This shift in mindset transforms adversity from an enemy into an ally, paving the way for self-discipline to take root. True success stems from self-discipline, not fleeting emotions, as it's the engine that turns adversities into lasting benefits. During tough times, consistent habits help you weather the storms, like maintaining a daily routine to build mental fortitude. Without discipline, heartaches and failures linger, but with it, you uncover hidden opportunities that propel you forward. Start building positive habits today, such as regular reflection on setbacks to distill their wisdom. Set aside time for skill building after a failure, turning what felt like a loss into a chance for enhancement. Practice gratitude to highlight the benefits in your adversities, shifting your focus from pain to possibility. A simple tool like a failure journal can document lessons learned, creating a cycle of progress and resilience that strengthens over time. As these habits take hold, you'll find that discipline becomes your greatest ally in transforming challenges into triumphs. Developing a clear vision and goals is what turns abstract benefits into tangible realities, sustaining your progress through adversity. After a financial setback, for example, setting a goal to rebuild through education can motivate you to act, turning the experience into a powerful driver. Goals give direction, focusing your energy on the greater benefit waiting to bloom from your struggles. To define these goals, start by breaking down your challenges into specific, achievable steps, like beginning with self-care after a heartache. Progress to relationship-building goals, ensuring each step uncovers the seed of benefit hidden within. Use tools like vision boards or action plans to keep your momentum, visualizing success and maintaining forward movement. With a clear vision, even the greatest failures become pathways to achievement, guiding you like a compass through the dark. Remember, as Napoleon Hill taught, benefits emerge not from avoiding adversity, but from acting on it with intention and effort. Growth doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It follows from the choices you make today, turning every failure into a seed that can bloom. We've journeyed from the seeker's quest to the warrior's resolve and the healer's wisdom, seeing how these archetypes live in us all. Now, it's your turn to apply this principle. Identify one current adversity and take a single, immediate step to extract its benefit. Don't wait for motivation. Let action be your guide, planting that seed and watching it grow into something extraordinary. Whether it's journaling about a recent failure or reaching out for mentorship after a heartache, start small, but start now. Share your first step in the comments, and let's inspire each other to turn setbacks into comebacks. In embracing Hill's wisdom, you become the hero of your story, where every challenge is just the beginning of a greater triumph. So, rise like the seeker, fight like the warrior, and heal like the healer. Unlock the benefits that adversity has planted in your path. Today, you hold the power to transform your life. What seed will you nurture first? As Napoleon Hill once said, every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. This profound truth reminds us that hidden within our struggles lies the potential for remarkable growth. Yet, so many people find themselves trapped in the shadows of defeat, overwhelmed by self-doubt and stagnation. Imagine losing a job you loved. The initial shock can feel paralyzing, leaving you questioning your worth. In these moments, it's easy to dwell on the pain, allowing it to dictate your next moves, or lack thereof. But merely enduring adversity isn't enough. We must actively seek the lessons it offers. Ignoring this principle only perpetuates a cycle of negativity, where heartaches pile up without resolution. Why do so many of us fail to see the hidden opportunities in our struggles? Often, it's because we're waiting for motivation to strike, hoping for a sign that everything will be okay. After a business setback, for instance, you might delay reflecting on what went wrong, assuming inspiration will arrive on its own. This mindset keeps the seed buried, preventing it from sprouting into something beneficial. Indecision amplifies the weight of failure, turning a temporary setback into a prolonged ordeal. Think of someone going through a breakup. They know change is needed, but hesitation keeps them stuck in regret. Overanalyzing the pain rather than committing to growth only deepens the heartache. Fear and uncertainty act as invisible barriers, making even small steps feel impossible. Like an inventor facing repeated rejections, you might fear trying again, worried about more disappointment. These emotions can turn adversities into insurmountable walls, but they don't have to be permanent. The good news is that you can start turning them into benefits today by embracing immediate action. Taking even imperfect steps generates momentum, planting and nurturing that hidden seed. For example, if you've lost your job, updating your resume right away can lead to new opportunities and skills you never expected. Action creates energy and clarity, transforming failure into a catalyst for personal evolution. Building decisiveness means making firm choices without delay, like committing to journal about your heartache. A simple 24-hour rule, responding to setbacks within a day, can help you extract valuable lessons quickly. Now, pause and think. What's one small action you can take today to plant your seed of benefit? By practicing the first step, you begin to unravel the growth hidden in your challenges. Facing fear head on diminishes its power, as action exposes its irrationality and reveals new strengths. Drawing from Hill's philosophy, an athlete recovering from an injury finds resilience by training again. Each attempt erodes fear through experience, turning what was once a barrier into a bridge to success. Learning through failure means viewing setbacks as essential teachers, not endpoints. Take Thomas Edison's story. His thousands of failed experiments weren't defeats, but steps toward the light bulb. By reframing failures as feedback, you unlock the seed of innovation and mastery. This mindset shift is the foundation for true progress, where heartaches become harbingers of greater benefits. Self-discipline emerges as the true key to success, far more reliable than fleeting emotions. In tough times, consistent habits help you weather storms and uncover hidden opportunities. For instance, maintaining a daily routine during a failure builds mental fortitude and reveals paths forward. Building positive habits, like regular reflection on setbacks, turns adversity into a routine source of growth. Start a failure journal to document lessons learned, creating a cycle of progress and resilience. Set aside time for skill building after heartaches, transforming pain into purposeful development. Practicing gratitude highlights the benefits in adversities, shifting your focus from loss to potential. With self-discipline, even the deepest failures become stepping stones to a stronger you. Developing clear vision and goals is what sustains this progress, turning abstract benefits into tangible outcomes. After a financial setback, for example, setting a goal to rebuild through education motivates you to act. Crystal clear goals direct your energy, ensuring that each adversity plants a seed for something greater. To define these goals, break them into achievable steps, like starting with self-care after a heartache. Use tools like vision boards to visualize your path, making sure every step uncovers new benefits. This focused approach turns failures into pathways, guiding you toward the success Hill envisioned. Remember, the core idea is that benefits emerge not from avoiding adversity, but from acting on it. Growth follows intentional effort, not perfect conditions, as each failure plants a seed waiting to bloom. We've explored how waiting, fear, and indecision hold you back, but action and discipline set you free. Now, it's time to apply these principles immediately in your own life. Identify one current adversity you're facing and take a single step to extract its benefit. Don't wait for motivation. Start now and watch how that seed begins to grow. Share your first step with others. It could inspire them to do the same. Every heartache you overcome strengthens your resolve, turning pain into power. In the face of failure, remember that the greatest successes often rise from the ashes of defeat. By embracing Hill's wisdom, you transform challenges into chapters of triumph. Let this be the moment you decide to nurture your inner seed, no matter how buried it seems. Your adversities are not roadblocks, but redirects toward a brighter future. Take action today, and soon you'll see the equal or greater benefit unfolding before you. Together, let's turn setbacks into comebacks, proving that every struggle carries the promise of something extraordinary. As Napoleon Hill once said, every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. This profound truth isn't just a comforting idea. It's a call to action for anyone feeling weighed down by life's challenges. Imagine losing a job that you thought defined you, leaving you in a spiral of self-doubt and uncertainty. In that moment, the pain feels overwhelming, like a storm that might never pass. Yet, hidden within that storm is the seed of opportunity, waiting for you to nurture it into something remarkable. Many people get stuck in the cycle of defeat, allowing emotions to dictate their next moves. They hesitate, wondering if they'll ever recover, and that hesitation only deepens the heartache. But why do we let adversity paralyze us when it holds the potential for growth? The need for change is clear. Without shifting our perspective, we remain trapped in stagnation. Merely enduring hardship isn't enough. We must actively seek the lessons it offers. Ignoring this principle keeps us in a loop of negativity, where failures feel final rather than temporary. So, let's explore why so many of us fail to see the hidden opportunities in our struggles. Often, we're waiting for motivation to strike, as if it will magically appear like a bolt of lightning. After a business setback, for instance, you might delay reflecting on what went wrong, hoping inspiration will come on its own. This mindset is a trap because motivation rarely shows up without effort. It follows action, not the other way around. In the face of failure, like a relationship ending, we postpone making changes, assuming we'll feel ready someday. But that day never arrives if we don't push forward, turning potential into paralysis. Indecision amplifies the weight of adversity, making even small steps feel impossible. Picture someone grieving a personal loss, knowing they should seek support, but overanalyzing every emotion instead. This hesitation stems from fear of more pain, leading to prolonged stagnation that robs us of growth. Fear and uncertainty turn barriers into mountains, with repeated failures feeling like inevitable defeats. Think of an inventor facing rejection after rejection, each one fueling doubts about their abilities. These fears aren't permanent. They're just roadblocks we can dismantle with the right approach. The good news is that you can start turning them into benefits today by embracing immediate action. Taking even imperfect steps in the face of adversity generates momentum, like planting and nurturing that hidden seed. For example, if you've lost your job, updating your resume right away can lead to new opportunities and unforeseen skills. Action creates energy and clarity, transforming failure from a dead end into a catalyst for progress. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating it through decisive moves. Building decisiveness means committing to learn from heartache, such as journaling your thoughts without delay. A practical tip: set a 24-hour rule for responding to setbacks, forcing yourself to act before doubt creeps in. This builds confidence, showing you that you have the power to extract benefits from any challenge. Now, practice the first step by tackling a small, manageable task related to your adversity. If you're dealing with a failure, reflect on one lesson learned and outline your next move. Pause and do this now. What's one small action you can take today to plant your seed of benefit? By engaging proactively, you directly diminish fear, exposing its irrationality and uncovering growth opportunities. As Napoleon Hill taught, fear erodes faster through experience than through endless preparation. Consider an athlete recovering from an injury. By training again, they build resilience and discover new strengths. Facing fear head on turns it from a barrier into a teacher, guiding you toward greater benefits. Learning through failure means viewing each setback as essential feedback, not an endpoint. Take Thomas Edison's story. His numerous failed experiments weren't defeats but steps toward the light bulb's invention. Each failure carried a seed of innovation, revealing what didn't work and paving the way for success. By reframing failures as opportunities, you achieve mastery and unlock the greater benefits hidden within. This leads us to self-discipline, the true foundation for transforming adversity into growth. Self-discipline, not fleeting emotions, is the engine that turns heartaches and failures into triumphs. In tough times, maintaining a daily routine builds mental fortitude, helping you weather the storm. Drawing from Hill's principles, consistent habits reveal hidden opportunities that motivation alone can't uncover. Start by developing positive habits, like regular reflection on setbacks to extract valuable lessons. After a failure, set aside time for skill building, turning what was lost into a chance to improve. Practice gratitude daily to highlight the benefits in adversities, shifting your focus from pain to possibility. A simple tool: keep a failure journal to document lessons learned, creating a cycle of progress and resilience. These habits compound over time, making it easier to plant and grow those seeds of benefit. With self-discipline in place, you can develop a clear vision and goals to sustain your forward movement. Crystal clear goals transform adversities into directed action, keeping you motivated toward the greater benefit. For instance, after a financial setback, setting a goal to rebuild through education turns the experience into a powerful driver. Goals provide focus, turning vague struggles into a roadmap for success. To define these goals, start by breaking down your challenges into specific, achievable steps. If you're facing a heartache, begin with self-care goals and progress to ones that build stronger relationships. Use tools like vision boards to visualize your path, ensuring each step uncovers the seed of benefit. This process maintains forward momentum, turning even the greatest failures into pathways to achievement. Remember, as we circle back to Hill's wisdom, every adversity carries that seed. It's your action that makes it bloom. Growth doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It emerges from intentional effort and a proactive mindset. We've journeyed from understanding the problem to embracing solutions, building discipline, and setting visions. Now, it's time to apply these principles in your own life, no matter how daunting it seems. Don't wait for motivation or the perfect conditions. Start now by identifying one current adversity. Take that single step to extract its benefit. Write it down, share it, and commit to it fully. By doing so, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, turning setbacks into comebacks. Imagine the transformation. What was once a source of pain becomes your greatest strength. You're planting seeds that will grow into opportunities you never thought possible. So, ask yourself, what seed will you plant today? Share your first step in the comments, and let's inspire each other to turn struggles into successes. Remember, every failure is a lesson, every heartache a teacher, and every adversity a chance for rebirth. Embrace this truth and watch as your life blossoms with equal or greater benefits. As Napoleon Hill once said, every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. This profound truth isn't just a comforting idea. It's a call to action for anyone feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges. Imagine losing a job and sinking into self-doubt, where every thought spirals into fear of the unknown. That's the common struggle, feelings of defeat that make you question your worth and freeze in place. Yet, these moments of heartache hold hidden potential, waiting for you to nurture them into something powerful. Why do so many of us stay stuck, waiting for the pain to fade before we even try to move forward? It's because we often believe that motivation must come first, like a magical spark that will suddenly make everything clear. But in reality, this waiting game only deepens the adversity, turning a temporary setback into a prolonged nightmare. Take someone who experiences a business failure. They might sit idle, hoping inspiration will strike, instead of reflecting on lessons learned. This misconception, that you need to feel ready before acting, keeps the seed of benefit buried under layers of hesitation. Failure to decide amplifies the problem, as indecision lets fear take the wheel, steering you away from growth. Picture a relationship ending, leaving you paralyzed, unable to process the emotions or plan your next steps. In these times, overanalyzing the pain without committing to change only prolongs the stagnation. Fear and uncertainty creep in, whispering doubts about repeating the same mistakes or facing more heartache. Like an inventor facing rejection after rejection, these fears can make even the strongest minds give up too soon. The good news is that these barriers aren't insurmountable. You can break through them by embracing immediate action. Taking that first step, no matter how small, is what plants and nurtures the seed of greater benefit. For instance, after a job loss, updating your resume right away can lead to unexpected opportunities and new skills. Action creates momentum, turning failure into a catalyst that propels you forward with energy and clarity. Building decisiveness means making firm choices without delay, like committing to journal about your heartache today. A practical tip: set a 24-hour rule, respond to any setback within a day to keep the momentum going. This habit builds confidence, showing you that every failure is just a stepping stone to something better. Now, practice the first step by pausing to think of one small action, perhaps reflecting on a recent failure and noting one lesson. By doing this, you're not just surviving adversity, you're transforming it into a pathway for personal growth. Facing fear head on is essential, as proactive engagement reveals that most fears are irrational and surmountable. Drawing from Hill's philosophy, action erodes fear faster than endless preparation ever could. Consider an athlete recovering from an injury. By training again, they build resilience and discover new strengths. Learning through failure means viewing each setback as a teacher, not an endpoint. Take Thomas Edison's story. His thousands of failed experiments weren't defeats, but steps toward the light bulb's invention. Each failure carries a seed of innovation, waiting for you to reframe it as valuable feedback. By doing so, you achieve mastery, turning heartaches into the foundation for greater success. Cultivating self-discipline is the true key to unlocking these benefits, as it's the engine that drives consistent progress. Unlike fleeting emotions, discipline helps you weather storms, maintaining routines even in tough times. For example, after a financial setback, sticking to a daily habit of learning and planning builds mental fortitude. Building positive habits starts with regular reflection on setbacks. turning them into opportunities for improvement. Try keeping a failure journal to document lessons learned from each adversity, fostering a cycle of resilience. Set aside time for skill building after failures, like taking an online course during a career heartache. Practicing gratitude can highlight the benefits in adversities, shifting your focus from loss to potential gain. These habits create a ripple effect where one small discipline leads to greater benefits over time. Developing a clear vision and goals is what transforms these habits into directed action. Crystal clear goals keep you motivated, turning adversities into fuel for your journey. After a financial setback, for instance, setting a goal to rebuild through education can turn the experience into a powerful motivator. This vision sustains progress, ensuring that every failure plants a seed leading to your greater benefit. To define these goals, start by breaking down your challenges into specific, achievable steps. If you're facing a heartache, begin with self-care goals, like daily walks, and progress to rebuilding relationships. Tools like vision boards can help maintain forward movement, visualizing how your adversities lead to success. Each step uncovers the seed of benefit, making your path clearer and more purposeful. Remember, with a clear vision, even the greatest failures become pathways to achievement. In conclusion, Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us that every adversity carries the potential for equal or greater benefit. It's not about avoiding challenges. It's about acting on them with intention and discipline. Growth doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It thrives on the effort you put in right now. Tying back to our start, that seed of benefit is always there, waiting for your action to make it bloom. So, don't let hesitation hold you back any longer. Identify one current adversity in your life and take a single, immediate step to extract its hidden opportunity. Whether it's journaling about a failure or setting a new goal, start today. Remember, the power is in your hands. Every setback can be the beginning of something extraordinary. Share your first step in the comments. Let's inspire each other to turn heartaches into triumphs. By embracing this principle, you'll find that what once seemed like an end is just the start of your greatest success. Let Hill's words guide you. Adversity isn't a curse, but a gift in disguise. Take action now and watch as the seeds of your struggles blossom into benefits beyond your imagination. You've got the tools, the mindset, and the potential. It's time to unleash it. No more waiting. The world is full of opportunities born from your challenges. Commit to this path, and you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled. As you move forward, carry this truth with you. Every failure is a lesson, every heartache a teacher. Now, go plant that seed and reap the rewards. Your greater benefit awaits.